I am Marcia Brown of Designerart Cakes, and I'm going to show you how to make stiletto high heel sugar shoes. When you order this kit, it includes cutters for the basic shoes and 2 templates. The kit includes a step-by-step guide. Then you have tools and ingredients required to make your shoe. I am going to show you how to use this kit to create this wonderful strappy and textured shoe called Anne. This is the template. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, which is this piece, this piece, this, and this. Okay, I'm now cutting out the template for Anne. With Anne, the straps actually start wide, then they go narrow and narrower as you get towards the top of the design. There is no shortcuts with Anne. So number 1 starts there, number 2, number 3, and as you go towards the top, the numbers increase. So number 4, number 5, and then number 6 is the actual strap. For each strap, we're going to roll 2. One is going to be the lining and one is going to be the design. So this is the actual lining. So this is number 1, lining. Like I say, each shoe has its own characteristics and maybe a little smaller, larger, so you can actually adjust the straps accordingly. But first of all, we're going to make sure we do our stitching. That's number 1. Okay, I'm now going to make a pattern to actually go on the lining of the shoe. As you roll the pattern along, you may have to just pull the sugar paste. We now need a strip that's going to be thinner than this one, which we class as the lining. So this is where you're actually going to use your wheel. I'm going to just cut quite a few strips, and then we're going to quickly stitch each strip and attach. Yes, whilst you're cutting, texturizing, it's okay to make mistakes. If you do make a mistake, you don't have to start again, just cut the area off. Like if you can see, my stitching is not really good on this particular strip, so I'm going to use the areas where the stitching is just nice and straight. Right, okay, so here we go. When we're attaching, we actually need to leave an area a bit at the end, because we don't want to double over when we're attaching and causing bulkiness in our shoe design. And if you can just glue down the middle, directly down the middle, so we can keep our work nice and neat. Now we really needed to keep this in order so that we know where we're going, but never mind. Should be good enough. Right, okay, so if you've noticed, we now have all the pieces ready, and the patterns, you must make sure that you've got your patterns going all in the right direction. That's east and west, this is north and south. They're definitely all going north and south. Okay, so we are actually ready to attach the pieces to the shoe. So we're going to find one, which is this piece. So all you're doing is you're matching it up. And so what we're going to do is peel back, cut, cut, just to readjust. And then what you're going to do is just if you've got sticky hands, just use your silicone knife. As you can see where the lining of the toe is, so to put your first one must be just about covering where the lining finishes. Then the next one, you actually want it to be just say 1/4 of an inch, and you may want to actually get your prop ready, so you're pushing it under like that. You want it to be actually resting like that. So then I just need to cut this one down a little bit. All we're going to do with this shoe, Anne, is actually continue up. So there's already 3 on there. We continue up, and then we're actually, so we've got maybe another 2 to put on, and then the strap. I'm now going to move across to a shoe that's already nearly finished and dried. It just needs the strap to finish. This is Anne in another colour. This shoe has actually been made and dried for some days now, and we're now going to complete by adding the strap. Let's get our prop ready, and then all we want to do is so as you can see, the reason why it's been cut and left, so much has been left, is that all we want to do is attach it like that. Make sure that we've got our stitching across there. Now this is once you realise that your strap is a bit long, then obviously you need to cut it to the correct size. Let's see if this will work. Yes, that's better. And then we need another plastic bag. So remember, these plastic bags that I'm using are actually large sizes, they're not small. And then all you're doing is you're using another plastic bag. Now what you need to do is, because at this stage it's still very flimsy, not dried, I should say, you need to leave it. Now in the morning this will be much sturdier, and so you can actually shape it. There's no point actually playing about with it and trying to get it to the shape that you want it to be until it's a bit more drier. And then leave it for maybe 24 hours, go back and take another look, and then position it exactly how you want the strap to look. Okay, so we're just going to talk about the finishing touches of Anne. So from the front straps, from the ankle strap to a fully completed shoe with the edible spray actually used to complete the shoe. The colours are beautiful, the texture is beautiful, the detail that's gone into it is a real lifelike shoe. Thank you for buying Designerart Cakes Ultimate Sugar Shoe Kit. I hope you've enjoyed watching the tutorials, and if you want to go on and watch more wonderful tutorials, then please contact me.